Republicans are going back to court ahead of the election over a new digital ID being used at UNC-Chapel Hill.
They argue the State Board of Elections should not allow people to use that ID to vote this fall. Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live in Raleigh. And Michael, this is part of a series of lawsuits Republicans have filed about the election.
Right, and it's unclear if any of these cases will get resolved before November. But in this latest case, Republicans say that these new digital IDs raise a variety of issues.
When many North Carolinians show up to vote this fall, it'll be the first time they're asked to show a photo ID. The issue of what kind of ID is acceptable is at the center of the latest lawsuit brought by state and national Republicans ahead of the election. In a divided vote last month, the Democratic majority on the State Board of Elections approved the use of UNC-Chapel Hill's mobile One Card, a digital ID they say complies with the voter ID law.
This is not merely a copy or a photocopy. These are issued IDs with expiration dates displayed.
It presents a number of concerns and issues to me related to it being a mobile app as opposed to a card.
In their lawsuit, Republicans say those concerns include the potential for the IDs to be altered or network issues that could keep people from being able to pull up their IDs. They say the General Assembly intended for physical IDs to be used. This is the latest in a series of 4 lawsuits Republicans have filed in the last few weeks. Andy Jackson studies elections at the conservative John Locke Foundation.
These kind of lawsuits, they do happen all the time. They're as much about sending a message to the public and to the General Assembly as they are about trying to change things through the lawsuit themselves.
It's hard not to be cynical about what this is all about.
Bob Phillips is with Common Cause North Carolina.
And if the election outcome isn't to what they want, they will point to these things, suggesting again to their base and to the public, yeah, there's a problem, and there isn't a problem.
Republicans have asked the court to hold a hearing next week. In-person early voting starts on the 17th of October. Russ?
Cole, what about other schools? Are students able to use their IDs to vote, or is this just UNC specific?
Right, there are a variety of other schools that have these digital IDs, but UNC is the only one that the State Board of Elections approved to use during the election. But the board has separately approved physical IDs at colleges and universities, 70 of them across North Carolina. You can see that whole list if you head to CBS17.com.
All right, Michael, as usual, thanks for that update.